Welcome, Keller ISD teachers. I hope there's a lot of you out there ready for some learning. Today, you're here with Kickstart Your Learning, Don't Be a Quarantine Quitter. You may be wondering what in the world that means. Well, we made that topic up in thinking about your learning. So in thinking about finishing up your year with online learning with your students, but also when looking ahead for PD opportunities for next year, we kind of looked up and realized, hey, we've curated a lot of resources. And when I say we, I'm talking about C&I, curriculum and instruction, professional development, educational technology, your librarians. So there's a whole host of people behind the scenes today during our Kickstart Your Learning. I'm going to introduce you in just a second. But a lot of the resources and the things that we're bringing to you are collaboration projects, which I love. I think this is going to be my favorite topic today because there's been a lot of work behind the scenes going into these projects, and I really hope these things are a blessing to you guys. So let me start out with who these people are that I am talking about. My name is Sarah Smith, and I'm an educational technology facilitator. And I just want to welcome everybody. I'm so excited that y'all are here. And by the way, this is our last Kickstart Your Learning event of the year. So I hope you enjoy it. We also have from Educational Technology, Christy Harold here.
Hey, Keller ISD.
And then we also have Laura Gonzalez from Educational Technology as well.
Hello, Keller.
We have Valerie Miner, Coordinator of Professional Development.
Hello, good afternoon.
We have Jennifer Love here from Professional Learning as well.
Hi, Keller.
And we have Audrey Wilson Youngblood, Coordinator of Library Services here.
Hey, folks.
And behind the scenes, we have Erin Reister, Educational Technology Director, and Avery Haynes. She's one of our Genius team members. And they will be helping in the chat window and with moderating and answering questions and giving you resources that you may need. So speaking of the chat window, hopefully everybody has a screen that looks similar to mine. But if you don't, just a reminder, you may need to do a couple of steps. So let me show you those steps. If you are not seeing a chat window to the right of your window, you may need to create a YouTube channel. It's just one of those YouTube things that you have to do to be able to communicate and chat. So you're going to click the avatar in the top right-hand corner of your window. You're going to click your channel and then click the button that says Create Channel. So simple 3 steps to get your channel set up so you can chat with us. We want you to chat with us. And if you've done those steps, make sure you return to www.kellerisd.net/kickstart, KICSTART. So when talking about chatting, I hope all of you are introducing yourselves and giving us a fist bump or a smiley face in the chat window. We would love to hear from you throughout the 30-minute session. It goes quick, but please, if you will, comment, let us know what pieces of learning you're liking, ask questions. This is one way you can earn your EQ. Just stay engaged in the learning and just make sure you stay the whole time. And then at the end today, we will provide a link that will take you to a form. We ask that you fill that out. And after you fill that out, we will be granting EQ credit. So, and then those of you that are interested in past Kickstart Your Learnings, in fact, we're going to talk about this during our learning today, but you can find that on our YouTube channel. Okay. Let's get started. Today's agenda, don't be a quarantine quitter. I mentioned it earlier. Well, what does that mean for you? It means you are going to be provided with a lot of resources, These ladies have put their hard work into providing these for you, and we just want to showcase them, and I think you're going to be really pleased. So the first thing I want to say is you do not have to write down all these links. You do not have to ask for the slideshow link. We are going to provide all of that for you right here. So we have just, in the last few days, added a K-Cloud EdTech button. And if you'll do these steps, you'll be able to find it real easily. You go to K-Cloud, you search for EdTech or hashtag EdTech actually. Either way, you'll find it, it'll pop up, and then you can just click on it. Now notice my little button has the EdTech logo that should be coming in the next few days. Right now it's a little light bulb, but just know it's going to be changing to the official EdTech logo. When you get there, it should take you to a screen that looks a little bit like this one, and you'll have all the links we're going to talk about today. So good news is you don't have to memorize links. I love that. So what I'd like to do is get out of my slideshow and show you this first one. I know many of you know about it, but just in case, we want to spend just a few minutes showing you the KIC website. If you know what KIC stands for, let's go ahead and put it in the chat. I want to make sure everybody knows what that stands for, where it came from. It's actually been a 2-year program putting that together. So let me click that link. So this is the main screen, the EdTech screen. And I already have it loaded up right here. So it's that first link you'll find on our EdTech homepage. All right, KIC, Keller Integration and Collaboration. This was a project that we put together about 2 years ago in hopes that our teachers and our staff would be able to collaborate and integrate learning and do those things a lot easier than they had in the past. So about that time, you can tell with a lot of our resources, we rolled out things like Google. We started supporting Canvas even more. So you have a lot of resources and there's a lot of learning there. And you may not know all these resources right off the bat. So let's say I need to learn a little bit more about Google Sites. Notice there's a button here in the middle. There's also a nice little navigation bar on the left. Either way, it's going to take you to the same place. So I'm going to choose my topic, let it load. One thing it might do is bump you down. So just know that you can scroll back to the top so you don't miss anything. And most of our pages on this site are set up pretty similarly. They have a basic slideshow that you can just navigate through. I love that because you can teach yourself these things on your own time whenever it's convenient for you. And then if you'll scroll past any of those basic principles or teachings, you'll see some of our pages have FAQs that link to other places and may provide some really simple answers that you may be looking for. And then if you'll continue to scroll down, the Google Sites page has a collection, kind of think about like a Pinterest board, it's similar to that, that our team has curated and put into this collection. So these would take you to other curated resources that we found to be helpful. So that's kind of the basic site makeup or format. And hopefully we hope that you find that very easy to navigate. I do want to point out 2 other pages on the left-hand side. The basic help page. It's a little different than the resource I just showed you, but the basic help is just really great for things like printers and Wi-Fi help. I mean, you might have a speaker coming into your campus that needs help getting on your Wi-Fi and that kind of thing. So some basics. We did have a few links for Zoom, but when COVID hit and we all went into quarantine, we actually made a whole new page for Zoom. We realized we need a lot more resources for Zoom, so you'll find a lot there. And just know from the homepage or from the side navigation bar, we do have another little button that may be helpful to you, a little different than the other buttons. The submit a ticket button, that would take you to your technology help ticket to maybe, say that your computer's broken or something like that. All right, so next up on the EdTech homepage is our blog. I want to go ahead and talk about that because there's many tips and tricks there that hopefully would benefit you as a teacher. So I already have it loaded up. This was this week's post, Quizlet Live and Remote Learning. So you may want to read a little bit about that this week. But what we try to do is post a new tip, a new trick. Sometimes it's a new resource that we've heard about and we know it would be beneficial to you. And we just post about once a week. So if you scroll through that, here's last week's post and so forth and so on. So lots and lots of good stuff here. One thing I do want to point out, it's searchable. So if I was looking for something on the topic of assessment, it would search for all those posts. And we've had this blog for several years, so you may find some older posts. I can read here about Edpuzzle, Brain Pop. Wow, good stuff. Canvas, there was a new quizzes feature rolled out in Canvas. So definitely check out our blog and search it just to see if maybe you can find answers there. If you're interested in getting an email each week with the latest content on this blog, go ahead and subscribe. Put your email address in here, submit that. You will be asked to go to your email and just confirm that you were wanting to subscribe to this blog. But I think that would be very helpful if it were me, to not miss any posts, any late, new and late updates. So that's our first two buttons. I'm going to kind of skip ahead down here and Laura Gonzalez is going to show us a little bit about our social media next. So Laura, go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Like Sarah mentioned, this page right here is a one-stop shop for all EdTech, but also our social media platforms. So if this year for us, it's new, we went ahead and created our very first Facebook page. So if you already have a Facebook account, all you would have to do is click on the Facebook icon and it'll pop up our Facebook page. There's still not a lot of content there, but like our page, so that way you can stay in the know of all EdTech. So that's a great little tool. I know you're watching us online and watching us on YouTube, but we also have a YouTube channel. So go ahead and click the YouTube icon and it'll populate to our YouTube channel. And here is where all our posts live, from previous Kickstart learning sessions to our tutorials that we go ahead and create. So I also want to go ahead and feature is our playlist. If you select the playlist on there, it actually has Kickstart Your Learning, Google Sites, Chromebook, Google Classroom. So let's go ahead and select Google Classroom. And if you notice on your right-hand side, that is a step that we go ahead and curate. So this is an awesome tool to continue your online learning. So, and of course, I'm going to save the very best for last is our Twitter page. And we definitely want you to follow us on Twitter. Our handle is EdTech KISD. And this is a great way to stay up to date regarding upcoming events, our latest EdTech tips and tools, and so much more. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and invite you to post something that's wonderful that you've learned. And I want you to go ahead and use our hashtag is EdTech KISD. So I want you to go ahead and let us know great ways you're using EdTech by using our hashtag EdTech KISD. So right now on the chat feature, I want you to go ahead and let us know which social platform you will be using, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. So like us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, and of course, follow us on Twitter.
Awesome, Laura. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are keeping our people in the know using the social media platforms, hopefully meeting you where you're at. I know many of you have your favorites. So, or, follow us on all three. We would love that. Okay, next up we have Christy. Christy, what are you talking to us about? Learning Academy.
Great, thank you, Sarah. I'm going to talk to you about 2 additional ways you could get support in the area of EdTech. One is people, which is great, and the other is a resource we've created. So you may be aware that we have a group called Digital Links, and Digital Links encompasses 2 people from all of our campuses. One is the campus librarian, and the other is a teacher or another person on campus. And those 2 individuals are part of this Digital Links group that meet a few times a year and then hopefully bring you back some great EdTech learning. If you haven't been able to participate in that, know who these people are because they are a great resource for you. They might bring you learning at a faculty meeting or at a PD day or a PLC, or maybe you've just encountered them one-on-one and they've helped you with something. But be sure you get to know your digital link on your campus because they are a great resource. So speaking of digital links, that segues into the next resource we've created last summer, and it's kind of a newer resource for us. We asked our digital links to spend some time last summer and in the fall seeking out an educator certification. And we specifically focused on Google educator certifications or the Seesaw ambassadorship, whichever one would benefit them at their campus and benefit the teachers they support.
So in doing that, we went ahead and created a website called Learning Academy because we don't want it to be always Google. We want it to grow. But what it does have on it right now is a Google Academy page. If you click on that, you will find some recommended steps if you're interested in getting that Google Educator Certification Level 1 badge. That is something that will really boost your Google skills to the next level. So if that's something that interests you, we highly recommend that you check out this page. We've got some recommended steps, which include the Google training, but then we've also spent some time creating videos that will more than thoroughly prepare you for that educator test. If you love Google products, I promise this is fun and this is a great way to learn. And we've got information on how to get to the test, how to sit for the test, and all of the learning that you'll need to know for it. So check that out if you're interested or if that piques your interest, and let us know if you're interested in sitting for that test. The last page in the website is a recognition page. And this page is just a small way to show or highlight those educators who've been doing this learning above and beyond and getting these certifications. So you may see people you recognize from your campus here who are either Google 1 certified or Google Level 2 certified, or maybe they've spent some time on the Seesaw ambassadorship. But if that's something that interests you, again, reach out to us by email. We'll kind of help you find the way to get one of those done. And if you are Google certified, let us know and we'll add you to the recognition page as well.
Thank you, Christy. And hopefully we're getting some fist bumps, smiley faces, thumbs up in the chat for these people. They worked really hard. So congratulations to them for their hard work. All right. I said Valerie was coming to us from Professional Learning, and here she is. She wants to tell us how to follow on social media, so some more handles and accounts to follow. And let me get there, Valerie. Hang on. Here we go. All right.
If you're in competition with your teenager of who can have more friends or followers, then we can help you out because we have all the pages. So curriculum and instruction, we have both a Twitter and a Facebook, and we have our handles right here. Also, anytime you are in a Keller ISD PD or you want to share some awesome professional learning that you are involved with, we have a hashtag KISD PD that we would love for you to use and we utilize as well. All right.
Okay. Whoops. Hang on. We're getting there.
Not yet.
Sorry about that. Okay. Valerie's going to spotlight this piece right here.
Yeah. So my favorite topic right now is our brand new OnDemand PD site. It has become extremely popular now that we are in our quarantine situation. So hopefully you guys have all been on this site and checked out some of our EQ time offerings that we have. On demand means exactly what it sounds like. So it's what you want when you want it. And even though during the EQ time window, you can get on here to get your EQ credit, we encourage you to participate in any of these learning opportunities, even if you don't need the EQ credit, just because you want to continue your learning. So there's tons of opportunities here, and we're going to continue to build on that as we go. One of the things that we want to highlight is our book studies. So Sarah's going to click on that for us. So we have a few book studies on here that just kind of different things that you might be interested in. So what you would do during normal circumstances is you would request a book and we could send that to you through intercampus mail. And then we'd get you registered for the course. You'd read the book, do the coursework, and learn amazing things. Now that we're in the situation that we are, some of you may actually be holding on to books that you checked out back in January or February. So what we're asking you to do is just hang tight to those, keep track of them. And then as soon as we're able to return to campuses, if you'll just send that back to us through intercampus mail, then we will be able to make sure that more teachers are able to participate in these book studies. In addition to our book studies, though, we have technology pieces, we have instructional practices. GT credit is always something that's super popular that we always want to make sure we can get. Our sheltered instruction hours each year, in addition to SEL, math, literacy. So we're continuing to add different opportunities based on interest and needs of all the teachers. It's all about when it's asynchronous learning. So it's your time, your place, your PJs, whatever it is that you want to wear while you're doing the learning. We do multiple platforms. So we have courses on Canvas, we have courses on Google Classroom, all sorts of options are available. So what we'd love to do is we'd like to hear from those of you that have tried out some of our courses. So in the chat box, post on the chat which course you tried out and what you liked about it.
I love it. Big shout out to all the content creators. Like, this is a lot of learning opportunities. I love it. And I know teachers really enjoy being able to do it, like you said, Valerie, in your PJs.
Yes.
It's wonderful. So, and I know a few years ago we rolled out Twitter chats. So this is kind of that next level, that next thing. So I love that we're offering this as well. Okay, I tried to jump ahead earlier and it wasn't quite time. So let me go back. Here we go. We have coming to us from Library Services, Audrey Wilson Youngblood. She's going to talk to us about this last button on this page here. And by the way, this page will probably continue to grow, but so it's not the last one yet for forever. But Audrey, are you there ready to tell us about this cool website called Digital Resources? What could that be?
I am here, Sarah, and I am so excited to tell you about the Digital Resources website. So this is a website created by our librarians where we collected and organized the online resources for teaching and learning that are available for all students and staff in Keller ISD. So a lot of these resources are provided through TextQuest, which is a digital resource program across the state. We're very lucky that our Texas State Legislature provides appropriations each year so that school districts only pay a really small amount per student to be able to participate in this program. And that gives us unlimited number of resources at our fingertips for all of our students. So our page is organized in a couple of different ways. You can start from the home page and click on the grade level that you're interested in learning about. We'll start just by looking at the pre-K, elementary, and intermediate resources. Each page is organized with the same types of resources, starting with our digital books and our literacy applications at the top. Beneath each application logo and link is going to be sign-in information. We've worked hard to ensure all of our products are also available for single sign-on in K-Cloud. So you should be able to find these in K-Cloud to easily access those and your students as well. Then if you scroll further down the page, our next ribbon is going to be our streaming video and media online streaming services. So we have 4 right now that are across the district: Learn 360, Discovery Education, Safari Montage, and Brain Pop. If you want to learn more about using streaming video with your students, bookmark my KU session that will be going live May 22nd. Jennifer will talk more about that soon. It's called Videos Aren't Just on YouTube, and it's about introducing you to these streaming services and then also talking about best practice for engaging students with online video and streaming media. We also have a presenter from Learn 360 coming to KU, so watch for those sessions as well. The other resources we have linked on here are going to be our online encyclopedias, magazines, databases, nonfiction ebooks, and we have wonderful content in each of these. Then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see we have content links. So if you'd like to explore what is already organized just for your content, you could click on, say, social studies, and it will take you to the social studies page. You can also jump to the content pages over on the left-hand navigation menu. On our content pages, our librarians have been working hard this spring with our curriculum instruction coordinators and staff to curate really excellent high quality resources that are across all of these different providers and align them to the standards and to the scope and sequence. So you can go into 7th grade social studies or 4th grade social studies, and you're going to see collections that are organized by standard or by unit and aligned to our curriculum, where your librarian has already gone through to pull out the best resources that meet the learning objectives in that unit. And then on this page, we've linked the applications and the providers that have relevant content for that content area. If you need any assistance or if you'd like to know where to start, you have a specific need, please reach out to your campus librarian. They are experts in knowing how to sort through these resources and to select and to align what is best for your learning needs for your kids. My contact information is also on the homepage, so feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to assist you with anything. So if you're already a user of any of our products like PebbleGo or BrainPop or Nat Geo Kids, Kids Info Bits, Resources in Context, Learn 360, I'd love to see what you enjoy the most from all of these online resources. So pop that in the chat, give a shout out to your favorite product, your favorite website that your students use and that you feel like you could not live without, so we can see what you love. Thanks, Sarah.
Wow, just wow. That's amazing. Please shout out to the librarians. Really great job. I'm helping with putting this together, but I'm still super impressed. I know you guys are too. All right, next up, we're not done yet. We have Jennifer Love here to talk to us about Keller University and all the exciting changes. So Jennifer, I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. We're very excited to announce that Keller University is going virtual this year. It is going to remain the same dates of June 9th through 11th. Our signups on Sched will begin on May 22nd at 9 a.m. Currently, we have about 300 sessions, and you are able to attend live Zoom classes so you can interact with your presenters. And when you do attend those live sessions, you will be entered into a drawing for door prizes. But we're also going to have some fun things too. We want to keep it Keller U. So we'll have our Twitter game that will continue. This will be the third year we've had that. We're also going to have game nights on Tuesday and Wednesday with Amanda Bigby, which should be really fun. Another thing that we want to share is that each class will be 1 hour, but after you have completed your EQ form, you will actually earn an hour and a half of EQ credit per course. So you have an opportunity to earn over 13 and a half hours of EQ credit to use for the 2021 school year. And don't worry about missing a session, because after the sessions are over, we are going to upload them on the OnDemand PD site that Valerie had showed you earlier. So you will get an opportunity to see any of the missed classes you were not able to attend. So please join us on social media. You can see at the bottom where you can find us on Twitter. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at jenniferlove@KellerISD. So we're super excited and can't wait for you to join us.
This is exciting. Our first virtual conference. How exciting. We are on the edge here in Keller. I love it. First of all, thank you, ladies. This was the bulk of our content, but we did have a question come up, so I want to address that. Back to, and Valerie, you may be able to pipe in here, or Christy, I know, and Laura, you've helped with the book studies. Are the books available? You remember we talked about book studies. Are the books available virtually, like on Kindle? I do believe I've seen maybe Innovator's Mindset, some of those titles available on Kindle. Anybody want to address that?
Sarah, and classroom management in the digital age was free on Kindle for a while. I'm not sure if it still is, but I know that that one is definitely on Kindle.
Okay.
I haven't actually checked the Organize Tomorrow today. I would be surprised if we weren't able to get it virtually, but I haven't looked. It's a good question.
Okay. And then before we go further, we had a KU question, Jennifer, if you're still out there. So there's still a limit to number of people in the KU sessions.
That is a great question, and we are super excited to say that we are able to have 300 people attend per session. So we will not have any problems housing as many people as we can get in there. So that will be kind of exciting to know. We won't have wait lists, and we will be able to accommodate 300 people. So yeah.
Okay, awesome, good news. Well, as we wrap up, let me look at the time. We're doing well, and we have a minute or two left. We are going to just mention one little commercial that on the KIC website, which we mentioned earlier. we have a COVID-19 resources page. So if you just follow and click that, the EdTech team has put together a couple of different times each week where we're available for questions. So we call those our office hours. So if you will use the green button and feel free to enter a Zoom room, we are available for you during those times for any questions you have regarding online learning, educational technology resources, and that kind of thing. So kind of a little commercial about that. Also at the bottom of that COVID page, we have some buttons that take you to special curated resources that hopefully would help you during this time as we were thrust into online and demand learning with our quarantine situation. So just a quick tidbit about that. I wasn't able to show it earlier. And then again, reminding you to stay in the know. I know Jennifer talked about following KU, definitely do that as well. But we have educational technology and Keller professional learning ways to follow us on your social media. So definitely do that. Okay, and then the last thing I don't want to forget is your form for EQ credit. So it is at bit.ly/Kickstart Live. Just notice that it is case sensitive. So bit.ly/Kickstart Live. This will take you to a form that I want you to fill out for EQ credit. And we will get to that tomorrow. I know we're nearing the deadline on that for sure. So some of you are needing those hours, but please know that these resources, a lot of them are going to be great resources for you to earn your EQ credit for next school year in 2021, but just great just for all around learning. So I hope you were informed with some new things today. And I just want to thank you for joining us, and thank you to our presenters for being here today and sharing. Y'all have a great night.